Just filled up the deck. Yeah. So, for all you out there in YouTube land and in the world at large, yeah, DEF fluid, diesel exhaust fluid, AdBlue, whatever you want to call it. Here's the funny part. So, in industrial and farming practices, AdBlue, DEF comes in big drums. Because our machines won't work without it. Because unless you've done a delete code, the machine will go into limp. And we've had trouble with the pumps and crystallization and all that good stuff. So, as you all know, we're cleaning up the other farm because it's sold. So there's about 20 of these drums over there because you can't return them. They won't take them back to fill with DEF again. No one will take them back. No one will truck them, take them away. So we have a whole bunch of them. Now, I will find uses for them. Don't worry about that. But how ironic is that? That this is saving the planet. That is made from oil, plastic. And it's urea, which is also made from natural gas. So, tell me again, Greta, how we're saving the planet with a whole bunch, because every farm has a whole bunch of these, because there's nowhere for them to go. So, ponder on that for a while. Anyway, back to work. In my happy place, in my happy place. First row around the field, starting to cut hay, 2021. Wahoo! Yeah, there's the corn. They're pretty dang nice too. Some weeds, but I'm not too bothered about them. Yahoo! Yeah, so there is grass, alfalfa in there, but there's a lot of wild mustard and other things, so we'll lay down a whole bunch and bring you back. Yahoo! Good day of cutting, but yeah, seems like I'm gathering flowers, but you can see grasshoppers. I don't know if you can hear that. You can actually hear them. Almost sounds like rain. Plus, there's the hum of mosquitoes. So yeah, between the flower petals from the mustard and then the pollen. Yeah. You definitely don't want to do this job with allergies. That rules out Mrs. Piper Doug. But then again, in there, you're fine. But yeah, they're moving in. Dang hoppers. Hope we're not going to have to spray for them, but a lot of people have. End of the day, 10:30. Shutting her down. Oh my gosh. It's 30 something degrees and it's 40% humidity. It's just stupid. Stupid hot. Yeah. This thing maybe is running good, but no AC. AC pump is seized up. So awesome. But for the most part, that baler was going to be going on to this guy. The 8730. So he had those duals on, with those hubs on, up until a couple of years ago. I took them off because this tractor's been on the mixer wagon, as you all know. Yeah, it needs a wee bit of a wash. Needs a seal kit in these remotes. But I already had moved the front axle out wide for the width of the swath that the baler takes, because it needs to be 5 feet wide, and this is 4.5, and I want it to be 6 feet wide, that way that I'm not running on the edge of any of the swath, because baler's quite wide. Plus I need the tractor to be more stable. I don't want to put the duals back on, but I want the tractor to be a bit wider because I have those slopes, as you'll see in the previous picture of the highway roads cutting at this angle. So this would be just a little bit dangerous. Wouldn't be so bad until I hit molehills and then over we go. So yeah, unlike smaller tractors and normal tractors, these have cast centers with wedges. So the premise between that is you have a wedge goes on each side, and as they get pulled in, they clamp onto the axle. So yeah, what you normally have to do is you take all these bolts out, and then you put the 2 bolts from these 3, you take 2 of them and you put them back in these holes, and you ram them in there, and it's supposed to push that wedge back in. Except this one didn't want to go. I ran heat. And the weird part is, this hub has been apart because this axle broke a few years ago. And yeah, the whole lot went up into the mud guard and bent a whole bunch. Yeah, you can see there. I had to hammer that all out. It was really bad. So I ran heat. I've beat on it. I put diesel and fluid and everything in there. And I was running the big 3/4 inch socket set, and then pop! Yay! No! Any farmers looking at this will be like, what? How? And yeah, you can see I was running them both at the same time, so it wasn't pulling unevenly. So it's supposed to look like that. Now it looks like that. Because that part's still in there. That's supposed to be there. So, before I let you go, this one's loose, and this one has never been off. Ever. Since we've had it, and it's a long time. Well, that's me turning it now. And it's in. How? I rammed the bolts in there, as tight as it can go. I put all the diesel and stuff in there. I beat around here. And I thought, well, the wedge is there. I wonder if I like banged on this really hard, it would send a shockwave in there. 3 hits with the hammer. 3 bloody hits with the sledgehammer. Just over here where it doesn't really matter, and you can, this is hardened so you can't do much to these. 3 bloody hits. Boop, off it went. Little bastard. So, the good news is, I'm probably never putting the duals back on anytime soon. So I can use that one, which is for one of these hubs. So, yeah. I bet you they're expensive to buy away, like from a dealership or something. So, I'll let you go now. I'll upload some stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Tatty bye. Oh, stick around. Bailing up next. Yeah. Me. What do you do when you need to lay an absolute wellying on a steel bar to jog a wedge loose? Gorilla tape.